I've been telling you about my next guest and his music for well over a decade now. Patrizio Buanne burst onto the scene in 2005 with the release of his debut album, The Italian, and that was followed by a string of top-selling recordings like Forever Begins Tonight and the self-titled Patrizio. And over the years, there's been a great relationship between Patrizio and Australia, and that relationship is being rekindled because he's in town now to talk about his new album, Viva La Dolce Vita, which translates to Living the Sweet Life, which we all want. It's a collection of tracks, including Charlie Chaplin's Smile, an Italian version of a song that became a hit for Tom Jones, and here's a great Elvis favourite as Patrizio has interpreted it.
So, my darling, please surrender. All your love so warm and tender. Let me hold you in my arms, dear, while the moon shines bright above.
Well, the last time I saw Patrizio I was in the audience at the Opera House, and a full house went absolutely nuts. Where have you been?
Buongiorno, good morning, Australia, and my dear Ellen. It's been 9 years that we keep chatting to each other, and I'm so happy that we don't run out of topics to talk about. But the main topic is always, of course, the music. That's what allows me to travel the world. Where have I been? Well, 7 years living in the US, working in the US. Yeah, I've been in Istanbul, in Germany, in South Africa, well, all over the place. Really just sharing the things that I love doing best, which is singing.
Making music.
Making music.
It's a lovely story, though, your story, because people tend to forget about your family and then going from Italy and being schooled somewhere else.
Yeah, that's right.
Who would have thought?
It's Vienna and Naples that made Patrizio. Naples, that's where my family comes from. Vienna, where I was born, but I was raised also in Naples. So the city of waltz and the city of, well, everything that people know about Italy, somewhere originates mostly from Naples. Spaghetti, mandolino, o sole mio, and torna s'oriento that we just heard.
Wonderful. But I remember you always say to me, you were singing since you were about 3 or 4.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, well, I was playing along with my Matchbox cars and singing along, and my parents looked at each other going, what's wrong with him?
Yes, they wanted you to be in the restaurant business. They had a restaurant business, didn't they?
They had the restaurant business. That's why they ended up being in Vienna. And well, actually, you know, my parents didn't want me to be in the restaurant business. They always wished that I would find a job, that I would learn and study a job, that I wouldn't work on Saturdays and Sundays.
I see, yeah.
Well, here we go. As an artist, when do I stand on stage?
I know. You don't get 2 minutes for free. But it does help, didn't it? Moving from Naples and Vienna and so on helped you with your languages.
It certainly did. As a matter of fact, my real profession is I'm an interpreter. I studied languages. So I do speak Italian, I speak German, hopefully English, French, Spanish, and I studied Polish. And yeah, but music was the most beautiful language, and that took over my life.
Yeah, and then at 17, what about that? Singing in front of the Pope, 85,000 people.
Who came to see the Pope, not me. Don't forget that. But, well, I remember. I remember. But, yes, it was definitely a very interesting year, but also a sad year because my dad died. He had cancer, then I had a perforated ulcer. It was all the things that were very difficult, but made me a stronger person. And maybe without that, maybe I would have never became a singer. Because if you have the grief, the sad things, you think about your life, and while at that time I would be singing rock and roll, the 50s and the 60s of Louis Prima and Chuck Berry and Elvis, I suddenly wanted to sing the old Italian songs that I was brought up.
And then you did that. That was your first album, The Italian, and suddenly it went triple platinum here.
That's right.
And you built up a massive audience, and you've got relatives here too.
I do have a relative here in Eastwood, in Sydney Eastwood. My cousin, he's Australian. He's Australian more than anybody wish. And he's a lovely, lovely person, and I'm very happy that I found him, because for 25 years didn't know. I knew about him, but I didn't know him. So, yeah.
So, new album now. How do you go about putting an album together? You must think there's a particular genre that I want to cover here.
Well, what do know people about me? People know that I'm not as classical as Andrea Bocelli, but not as poppy as a pop singer. I'm a crooner. I'm an Italian crooner, and I always investigate the old Italian songs that are world known, such as Io che non vivo più di un'ora senza te, which is You Don't Have to Say You Love Me, or A Man Without Love, which was a big hit for Engelbert Humperdinck, of course. A Man Without Love. Quando mi innamoro, io do tutto il bene a chi innamorata di me. And of course all the Dean Martin songs. Yeah, go on. Okay. Yeah. Il mondo non si è fermato mai momento. And when you record those songs, after 10 years, you run out of material, you run out of repertoire, and you investigate, and you find out that Elvis Presley recorded When We Kiss My Heart's on Fire, which is Vedo mare quante bella spiritande, and so on. So Tom Jones recorded You're My World. You're my world, you're every breath I take. You're my world, you're every move I make, which is Il mio mondo cominciato in te, il mio mondo finirà con te. So here we go. I've got a beautiful album with more of those beautiful, timeless Italian standards and some original songs.
This is unbelievable. On the record, this is the way it sounds.
Just help yourself to my lips, to my arms. Just say the word and they are yours. Just help yourself to the love in my heart. Your smile has opened up the door.
Easy to live the sweet life with music like that, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, look, there are so many sad things that we see and read on the news, and I'm totally aware of what happened not many days ago. I don't even think it was a week ago here in Australia. It's part of our life, you know. It's the disasters, unfortunately, that we have to overcome and live with. So what does Patrizio do? Patrizio wants to sometimes take you away from those troubles and give you the perfect world, the sweet life. So enjoy the things we have. Rich is not who has more, rich is who needs less. And happiness is a mindset, not a destination. So enjoy what you have and be happy, and enjoy your meal, enjoy your friends, enjoy your drink, enjoy nature, enjoy what you have. And that's why Viva La Dolce Vita, the sweet life, is my lifestyle.
What a beautiful human being, and a lovely voice and a capacity to pick the songs that we love.
Girls and cars, late night bars, magic music and moonlight, bright sunshine, dressing fine. I'm so happy to live this life. Viva la dolce vita, beautiful Viva la dolce vita.
And that's what the album's called, Viva La Dolce Vita, living the sweet life. You always bring a lot of happiness to us.
I wish you all the health, all the best. And I'm looking forward to hopefully tour by the end of the year with my new album, Viva La Dolce Vita.
Viva La Dolce Vita. There he is, Patrizio Buanne.
La dolce vita.